The following film is presented in its complete theatrical version. It was rated R by the MPAA. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Hi. You all gallivant with your fancy foosball friends at school while I'm sitting here all day with nobody to keep me company except Steve?
So here's something interesting about my glue. Like, I have different bottles for the front and the back of my puzzles.
Yeah, just bag it up. Yeah, bag it up. Okay? All you're gonna do is we just bag it up, okay? That's it. Bag it up. That's right.
And now for something completely different.
I want you for the dirty and clean. When you're waking in your dreams, make me bite my tongue and make me scream. See, I got everything that you need. Ain't nobody gonna do it like me. We are burning at a high degree. And you make me feel like it burns and it hurts. Baby, this part of the rush. This is us. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. What is love? What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. What is What is love?
Hey, howdy. Welcome in. Good to see you. Happy Monday. Monday. Good to see you all. Hope you had a good day. I'm here earlier than I expected. That's what happens when I set the stream for 10 o'clock. We go much earlier. I should figure this out by now. Yeah. Hope everybody had a good day. Enjoyed Steve's stream. Nice relaxing evening at Hollywood and then Skyliner, a little bit of extra, so there you go. I'm going to welcome in the chat. I've got a trailer I've been dying to watch, and I started to watch it before Steve texted me that he was going to be ending soon, so we're going to watch it together. And chit chat, and then tonight might be the return of Blueprints because I've done some stuff. So let me welcome in the chat. Vicky Gillespie, hello. Stacy Rogers, Kenneth H. Nicole, happy taunts. Mayor of Chickman Hill. Good to see you. I just said hey to you all over in Steve's stream, but I'm going to say hey to you here. Janice Disney, good to see you. Let's see. There's Disneyland fan Steve, Teresa Squaro, welcome. Tina McNeil, hey Tina. Thank you. Christine Hickman, welcome in. Katie Phillips, good to see you. Good evening. Nick in Virginia, there's one of our Nicks. Good evening, good to see you. Birdwell2427, hello Sandy. Howdy. JC Skipper Brian, what's up? Good evening. Mark F is here. Hey, howdy. Yes, early start. Where's the chicken? Paul Engel, welcome in. Good to see you. All 100% authentic around here. T-Town Mary Ellen, good evening. Welcome in. Jay Grubbs, howdy. See that? That would have been edited out on any other channel. Jay Grubbs, what's up, buddy? Stephanie L, good evening. Marguerite Nagy is here. Good to see you. Joseph Cardelio, hello. Good evening. Good to see you. Welcome. I got Stephanie. I got Marguerite. And I think I'm caught up. Good to see everybody. It was a day. It was a Monday. Because I scratched my nose now, it wants to run. Ghost Host Jason, welcome in. Good to see you, bud. Good to see you. It was a Monday, very busy Monday at work. Very busy. Busy. And then my brother came over for supper. Got to eat a little bit with him and mom and my aunt. And he brought his puppy, his dog over with him. Sandy Byers, welcome in. Good to see you. My brother has it's a breed of dog I'm not sure if anybody's ever heard of. Kind of rare. It's called an Australian Blue Heeler. He's got one. And yeah, very, very sweet, loving puppy dog. He's grown up. But his name is Wrigley. It's not Bluey. Although I told him he should change when he first got it. I told him he needed to change its name to Muffin because it's black with gray charcoal like gravel like spotches all over it, like Muffin. If you ever watch Bluey, but when he got the pup, the owners had named all of them after Major League Baseball stadiums, and so this one was Wrigley after Wrigley Field. So he kept Wrigley, and yeah, he's good. He's a good dog. Good dog. I got him a little overexcited, but he's a good dog. So, yeah, came over, had some supper, hung out a little bit, and here we are. So that was my day. Snickerdoodle is on her way home. Finally, I believe. After her flight kept getting delayed today, but yeah. How is the weather there, Chris? Getting bad storms here currently, says Jay Grubbs. Actually, Jay Grubbs here, they had told us to be on the lookout every evening this week, but it's clear here. It has been very hot and humid here today, much like our normal summer. Last week wasn't too bad, but it's got back to normal this week. And they said that we were going to have bad storms in the evening all week, but nothing showed up today. So, yeah. Still praying, since you bring that up, still praying for the people in Texas and those families affected. That number kept rising, and I just keep watching news coverage covering that. So, still thinking and praying for those people affected and everything. That was incredible to watch. That time lapse. I don't know if y'all saw the time lapse video. It was like 15, 20 minutes. This one angle that showed it. Oh, it was insane. Anyway, just couldn't get over it. You're going to get what we're getting now. Probably so, Jay Grubbs. Probably so. We're supposed to get a line of storms come through between 11 and 12 tonight. Nice. And they're probably headed this way too. But yeah. So yeah, I've been watching a lot of that coverage and watching watching other news coverage, and I'm not going to get into it because it'll trigger another rant for me, but I'm not going to do that. Not going to do it. So I'm going to jump over here, and I want to look at the box office numbers because they should be official for the weekend. And I want to see exactly what Jurassic World After Rebirth did. Officially. So officially, and this is just for the weekend, that movie opened up. I think I know what you're talking about, Chris, and I'm angry. So freaking angry. So freaking, anyway. Just maybe later. Maybe later. Not going to do it right now. Maybe later. So Jurassic World ended up with, and this, like I said, just the weekend. This isn't including that movie. Actually opened Wednesday. Was money grab. Open Wednesday, but the weekend is just considered, in this case, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So for the weekend, Jurassic World Park, Rebirth after Birth, Red Dead Redemption, did $92 million domestic. 92 million domestic. A little over. Troy Detloff, welcome in, Troy. Good to see you. It is what it is, but it shouldn't be what it is. Okay. I have no desire to see Tina. Yeah, it is what it is, but it should not be what it is. I have no desire to see Jurassic World. I love the first movie. I thought the rest were not needed. Someone tell me if Worlds needs to go on my streaming list. Here's my thought about Jurassic World Park, not Park World. Expansion Collection 3. I loved the first movie. That's still one of the best soundtracks. I mean, it's just, that music's stunning. Great soundtrack. You can watch that movie, the first Jurassic Park movie. You can still watch that movie today, and that movie holds up, and it's still stunning and wonderful to watch. I don't care about effects changes. I don't care about any of it. That is still a great movie to watch. Jurassic Park 2 was crap. Jurassic Park 3 was okay. It was okay. It was all right. Okay. The rest of them have just been meh. I'm good. I'm good. The first one where they introduced Chris Pratt's character and Bryce Dallas Howard, whatever her name is, Opie's daughter. That one was okay. That one was okay. The ones after that were just it's the same movie. They just keep upping the dinosaur. So normal dinosaurs aren't scary enough anymore. So we have to scientifically, genetically alter these dinosaurs to make even scarier dinosaurs. So now we have to top the last scary dinosaur. So now they're all alien dinosaurs. Just asinine. It's just the same movie. It's the same movie over and over and over again. People bring kid into dangerous situation. Kids get separated from family. Family has to rescue kid. Kid shows how stunning and brave they are. Family bonds and comes out of it stronger at the end with new extended family members that are friends. And yay, save the day and look at the wonderful dinosaurs. That's the same movie. It's the same freaking movie every time. And now we're relaunching it again with Scarlett Johansson. But people are loving it, I guess. They're $92 million for the weekend. So there you go. There you go. I mean, at least, and there's a bazillion, bagillion, Trinidadillion Godzilla movies. But in every one of those, he's fighting a different creature, and it's a different. This is just the same. It's another amped up T-Rex with different superpowers. I don't even care about these movies anymore. This isn't a movie. It's a theme park attraction without moving seats. Is what this is. And I love dumb movies. I mean, I love John Wick. I love Nobody. But I mean, there's something there for me. This is just, I mean, this is anyway. I just no. I'm going to nope out on these. Snickerdoodle, hello, babe. I just saw your text. There she is, the Daisy to my Donald. Well, right now, she's the fire to my ice because she has no AC. So hey, hot stuff. Glad you made it home okay, though. That's the important thing after all your many delays. I don't care if it's the same movie there. I said, okay, I get it. Yeah. I know people love it. People love it. It's fine. It's good. I'm glad you love it. Okay, I've got to send you today's. Oh, I haven't seen it. Okay. Yeah. Send it to me. I'll watch it. Thomas A.K. Gorgeous T, good to see you. I listen, I watched the Jurassic World movie, Jurassic Park movies, and I watched up to the last one not too long ago. And I think the last one is what really did it in for me because I noped out on that one. It took me about 3 days to get through that thing. I just could not. But anyway, I'm not going to rush to the theater to see this one. I'll wait for this one to stream. Personally, I'll wait. So, yeah. The F1 movie ended up making 25.7 million in its second weekend of release. How to Train Your Dragon was at 11.2 in its fourth weekend. And Elio, Elio is bombing. Elio in its third weekend made 5.7 million. We got to talk about this for a minute. 28 years later was your fifth place movie for the weekend at 4.5. Also in its third weekend. Elio. Elio has a worldwide box office currently of 97.7 million. Worldwide, 97.7, just shy of what Jurassic Park made in 3 days domestically. Piccolo True loves Disney. Hello, good to see you. We saw it last Wednesday. I loved it. It does make you jump more. Really? Jurassic World, I take it, not Elio. Okay. Steve loves it. He's seen it twice now. Kenneth says, I've only heard good things about Elio. I don't understand. Original movie didn't cut it. Tiki Man fan. Tim, what's up, buddy? Good evening. Stephanie says she sees people saying they've never seen promos or trailers for Elio. I could believe that. This one flew under the radar, I feel. I do. Yep. Formulaic movies are the hallmark of superhero movies. They kind of are. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just the dinosaur. I don't know. Anyway. I love Jurassic Park so much, and just anyway. Is that Tasmanian and Yosemite Sam shirt, or are there more Looney Tunes on there? There are more Looney Tunes on here. This is the Roosevelts for Looney Tunes. And I love this one because it is like the classic animation. But yeah. Got Sylvester, got Martian, Porky Pig, Tweety. Love them. I love Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes is what I grew up on. So, yep. Now I want to put Jurassic Park on. I may do that. There you go, Kenneth. You're welcome. Elio, 97.7 million domestic. And it has been in theaters now for 17 days. Yeah. Yeah. I'll be Rebecca. Hello, good evening. Good to see you. Looney Tunes, Ms. DC Fan says Looney Tunes is my childhood. Tina McNeil says that's my. Listen, I grew up with Looney Tunes. That was my Saturday morning was Looney Tunes. My mom was a big fan of the Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote, and I got hooked on that. That was probably my favorite growing up was Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner. And yeah. Foghorn Leghorn. And there wasn't really one that I didn't like. I loved all the Looney Tunes. I even liked the one about the sheepdogs. I loved all of them. Pepe Le Pew, Speedy Gonzales. It was just great. And you got a lot of them where they would incorporate like classic music in it. So like the one that you had the one with and the name just left me. The Barber of Seville. Oh, that was a great one. Classic. Nathan, welcome in. Wile E. Coyote. Super genius. Yep. Super genius. They had them all on Max for a while, and then they took them all off, and it made me very sad. Because I would go in some nights and just put on Looney Tunes, and now they're gone, and that makes me sad. Because I love Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes was my jam. I loved Looney Tunes when I was a kid. Yeah, I loved Looney Tunes more than Smurfs or anything else that I was supposed to love then. Looney Tunes was where it was at. Max needs help. That streaming is a mess over there. Yes, they do. Yeah. Yeah. I've got to where I only watch a few things over there much anymore now. I don't know what it is. Like I said, I saw I mentioned this maybe last night. Sinners is on there now. I want to watch that. I missed that while I was in theaters. I want to watch that. They do have a bunch. This may be blasphemy for some of you. But I'm going to say it. DC knows how to do animated movies. They make the best animated movies with their properties. Now, they can't make a live action movie to save their ass, but they can make some kick ass animated movies. Marvel can't do, well, right now they can't really do either one, but the X-Men 97 was probably the best thing they've done. But they have great all the DC animated movies over there, and those are nice, cool. I watch those a lot. But the Smurfs, I fell in love with Smurfs. I hate these remakes they do. The classic Smurf cartoon I grew up with. I love the classic Smurf cartoon, like where they run around and biting each other's tail, going ganat ganat. Yeah, that was a good one. I'll never forget that episode. Make streaming them. Yeah. So I do. I watch some of those. There's a new Batman animated movie I saw a trailer for the other night that's on Max now. And I watch Big Bang Theory over there. That's one that I'll replay sometimes at night when I go to bed. Just to have something on. And Mom likes to watch Magnolia Network stuff on there, or HGTV stuff on there. And yeah, that's about what we use Max for. That's about it. So, yeah. I'll tell you what streaming service I hardly ever touch, and that's Disney Plus. I watch more Paramount than I do Disney Plus. Again, just me speaking for myself. So, Hunter Eggerwood, welcome in. Good to see you. Good evening. Yeah. Oh, I use Disney Plus a ton. Kids love the Marvel movies, and I can't help but rewatch them. The funny thing is, though, Kenneth, I used to buy all of the Marvel movies. I used to like to buy them and have the physical copy. And since I got Disney Plus, I don't do that anymore. I don't. So, yeah. I used to love to collect to buy the physical copies of the movies and move them to my Plex server. See, I stopped doing that when they all put everything on Disney Plus. I probably haven't bought one. Oh God. Well, I've got the X-Men movies and I've got Logan. And I bought digital copies of the Deadpool movies because those weren't on Disney Plus. But I bought those through a different service. And I probably bought up through like Thor: The Dark World and probably haven't bought anything since. So, yeah. Just buy movies. Used to have a huge binder I would keep them in. That was half the fun of trying to watch a movie because I'd go through my binder and I would think, oh, that's such a good movie. And then I'd flip it over to another, oh, that's such a good movie. And it would take me about 30, 45 minutes to figure out which movie I wanted to watch because I kept seeing all the movies that I wanted to watch. Yeah. See, Tiki Man fan. It was the end of my Disney DVD purchase. I haven't bought one since. Haven't. So I do not have Apple TV. No, I have Netflix, Disney Plus, Apple Prime, Max, Hulu through the Disney Plus, Paramount, Peacock. I think that's it. And YouTube TV that we use for normal TV. So, yeah. Jonathan Chong, welcome in. Good to see you, bud. Hope everything's going well in the 52nd state of Canada. I only snag Peacock when the Olympics are on. I watch Peacock every once in a while. I watch Parks and Rec and The Office, and that's where I watch the Jurassic Park movies because they've got those on there. Even though I own the first one, maybe the first three. Might have been a bundle set when I bought it. But yeah, I watched some of those NBC shows. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I think I watched through Peacock. So Jonathan, we could always be the next province. Thank you. I appreciate that. We'll keep it in mind. Tiki Man fan says we don't have Apple TV, but we're able to watch Ted Lasso and Shrinking. Enjoy those two things. I started watching. I did have Apple TV for a little while, and I started watching Ted Lasso, and I really liked that. I want to get it back to finish that out, and there was a couple other things that came on there. I still wanted to watch The Gorge. Still hadn't seen that. Ray, welcome in. Good to see you. And David, it's me, David Z. Howdy. I've been watching Below Deck a bunch. See, that's one I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Sometimes I could put that on and I could just, that one will let me zone out. It's just something playing in the background. And I usually don't like those stupid reality shows, but that one I can put on sometimes. Theo Sam Eagle, good to see you. Howdy, bud. Yeah. I feel like a lot of people, though, have started watching almost as much YouTube as they are streaming and other stuff. I mean, I do personally, anyway. Throughout my normal day, I probably watch more YouTube stuff than I do other stuff. So, and I mean, there's so much different content on YouTube. I mean, there's just so much different content on YouTube. Travel vloggers on YouTube I enjoy watching. Yes, I like watching a bunch of those. Frozen Mama Rebecca, welcome in. Good to see you. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Windy B, hey, Linda. Yep. If you like police docuseries, we just finished going on Paramount called Chopper Cops. I did see that on like their header the other day. I refuse to get Apple Plus over Principal due to them owning the rights to the Peanut specials. Yes, they own all of that. Yep. That's all I really watch now is YouTube with the occasional Netflix and Apple TV. Yeah, see? So my normal day, Mama Debbie Burnfield, welcome in. My normal day, I'm watching YouTube. That's what I watch. I watch YouTube for news, pop culture stuff. Not gonna lie to you, I like to watch police body cam crap. Watch some of that. I like to watch true crime stuff, like vlogs about true crimes. The Australian Border Force shows are on YouTube, and I watch those sometimes. Just put those on to have something in the background. But there's several YouTubers that I watch pretty regularly. That stream throughout the day, different times of the week. Good to see you, Mama Debbie. Hello, Disnoa. Welcome in too. Good to see you. But I'll watch YouTube legit most of the day, and then after work, and here I am streaming. After streaming, after I finish up here, when I go to bed, If I'm in the middle of a YouTube video, sometimes I'll finish that when I'm going to bed. Other times that's when I'll put on something streaming. I'll put on something from HBO or Paramount or something like that. Basically to fall asleep to. That's me watching TV. That's it for me. Yeah. I watch so much YouTube, but I take breaks every now and then. I do. Yeah, I get that. Chris, I watch Body Cam and True Crime. Yep, watch a bunch of them, baby. There's Red Tree. Is it Red Tree Stories and Beyond Evil? I think does like the true crime ones. I like both of those channels. They do good ones. Like and then the body cams. I've recently found a channel that does a lot from like the parks, like body cams, and then a couple of them are from years back, but I still watch it. Funny. These drunks, I tell you what, people get drunk and they go to get arrested by the police for public disorderly or slapping people or whatever the hell they're doing, whatever nonsense they're doing. And they immediately, in their drunken stupor, are 100% experts in law, and they know exactly all of their rights and their law. I'm just like, you need to shut your mouth. It makes me laugh. The Big Baker, welcome in. Good to see you, buddy. Hey, I know my rights. Exactly. That's what every last one of them says. And they have no clue. Makes me laugh every time. I know my rights. Well, clearly you don't. Because you can't be acting a fool in public like you think you can. And this business can trespass your ass. So, yeah. It makes me laugh every time. So yeah, I watch much of that. I watch YouTube. YouTube. I love for music concerts and of course my Disney. Yeah, that's good. I watch a lot of. I do watch a lot of live streamers throughout the day. Not Disney side, but pop culture and entertainment and different stuff and news streamers and stuff like that. I watch a bunch of that throughout the day. Entertainment streams, all that sort of stuff. So, but yeah, YouTube Premium. I get my money worth out of it too, G Wilson. I'll be watching YouTube with somebody that doesn't have YouTube Premium, and it drives me nuts. And it'll stop and play a commercial, and they'll be like, "Oh, it'll be over in just a minute." I'm like, "Oh God, drives me nuts. Can't stand the commercials." I watch Civil Rights Lawyer sometimes. That's a good one. I've watched that one sometimes. Yeah. There's a live streamer in Japan I watch who takes a train and explores areas around Tokyo and beyond. I watch those sometimes, Kenneth. There's one called Solo Travel or Solo Travel. Anyway, there's several of those that I watch, and I like those. There's one of them where he doesn't say a word, doesn't talk at all. He'll have like English subtitles sometimes, not a lot. But it's just him showing you stuff and traveling. And I love those. Yeah. So I recently went through and cleaned up a lot of my subscriptions. Not a big commercial fan. That's why I have YouTube Premium. Exactly, Troy. I watch this guy from South Carolina on occasion. You do, Stephen K. Couldn't even pull that off seriously. Couldn't even. I tried. But yeah, that's me. Yeah, I stopped YouTube Premium for a couple of months. Money was tight. Just couldn't do it. As soon as things loosened up even a little bit, I got it back fast. Yep. I hear you. Oh, that guy's. Oh, thank you. I hope you're thinking about me. If it's some other South Carolina guy, let me know. I'll check them out. Yeah. I'll check them out. Mar in Memphis, welcome in, Mar. Good to see you. Yeah. I watched a pair called. Let me go back. I watched a pair called Kara and Nate. We've been traveling for years. They go all over. I'll check them out, Kenneth. That's cool. Mama Debbie says I've had YouTube Premium since the very beginning. I've had it for years. I'll be honest. I signed up for YouTube Premium. God, the kids were probably, I don't know, 10 or 11 way back then. I mean, it's a long time ago. And just have had it ever since. I've got it on like a family plan, so they have it too. And yeah. Wendy dropped the link for that South Carolina guy. Oh, I think I know that tag. Hey, I got a friend. Hey, Joey.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. I'm just talking. We've been talking about a little bit about movies and talking about what we watch as far as from streaming services or YouTube. And I was saying, I in a normal day, I watch a lot more YouTube than I do anything else.
Yeah. Me too.
I named off all the streaming services that I pay for, but I pretty much, in my normal day, I'm watching YouTube all day, and then when I go to bed, I may put on something streaming from one of the streaming services.
Yeah. We have the MLB app, and Justin likes to watch that, so we've been watching a lot of baseball lately.
See, I had that last year, Joy, and I honestly almost signed up for it again this year because I do love baseball, and I would put it on last year, even if it wasn't the Braves or somebody. I love to have the game on, and at the beginning of the season this year, I couldn't do it. I couldn't afford it at the time, so I didn't sign up for it again.
Yeah.
But that I do enjoy the MLB. I had it last year.
I actually like watching it too. So
yeah. Tina McNeil said, "Hey Joy, thank you for my magic mail. So kind of you, nice.
You're welcome. I sent her a medal."
And Stephanie asked, "Are those pin boards behind you?"
Yeah. I decided that if I'm going to buy the pins, I'm going to put them somewhere where I can look at them because they're all in my closet in a book.
That's like, cool.
Yeah. I just got those two. Let me show you. I got these two today.
Did you make those strips or did you buy those?
No, I got them from Amazon. And they stick on the wall. They're probably going to not be very good when I take them off, but these are from Pink All Mode.
That's nice.
They only made 200 of that one.
I like
and then this one, I really like this one.
Oh, Darth Maul. That's cool.
Yeah.
Like a coin. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's like a coin and a pen together.
That's awesome.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, one of those things is crooked, but I can't. Once you suck it on there, it won't come off. So I will. But yeah. So I thought I'd stick them up there so I can look at them.
That's cool. You may want to try that that 3M. That what do they call that stuff? It's like Velcro, but they make it for you to like hang pictures and all with.
Yeah.
I used it for the shelves when I was in the other studio, and it held really well.
Okay.
And for something as lightweight as that would be with just the pins.
Yeah.
Man strips. Thank you, Mar.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
The name and letter. Yeah.
It's too late now, though. Too late for that wall.
Yeah. And you can peel those off, and they usually don't mess up the wall really good, too.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. I will keep those in mind for the next time I decide to do something on the wall.
So, but yeah, I watch a ton more YouTube and
yeah. We have YouTube TV too, so
that's what we've got now too. So I like that because I can pull it up on here on the computer if I want to, or on the TV. And on the phone. So the few times we've had the internet go out, Mom can still pull it up on her phone and watch it.
Oh, that's cool.
Sometimes. So
yeah, well, we have a tropical storm coming at us, but it doesn't look like it's going to hit us very badly. So if I disappear, that you know why. But it didn't look like there's anything coming. Really too bad, anyways.
We didn't get much off of that one.
Yeah.
This time, so. Is it still a tropical storm?
It's like a post-tropical cyclone or something like that. It's 180 miles away from us or something.
Wow.
But I didn't see anything on the radar, so.
Weird weather. Weird weather thanks to El Nino. It's either that or it's a government conspiracy and they're seeding the clouds. I'm not sure which.
Maybe. The sky was the weirdest color though at like 8:15, like an hour ago. It was the weirdest color I've ever seen.
I've got some really good I just saw a text from Wendy. I got some really good sky pictures the other night. We were coming home. This was actually July the 4th. I don't know how well this is going to show on screen. We got lots of rain about 10 miles northwest of me. They were flooded out of some homes. Wow, really? And I haven't edited this picture at all yet, but this is that was on the drive home on July the 4th.
That's really cool. Nice.
Got that one, and I got like this one with the mountains in the background there.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like that one. Those are cool.
So, yeah. I do love taking. I like taking evening and night pictures. Although it's harder to take. Joey takes some great moon pictures.
Yeah, but I take like 150 of them, and 2 of them look great.
You almost have to though, because a lot of times they'll be blurry. It'll look great on the screen, and then you take it, and it's like all blurry.
Yep. My problem now is if I take my camera outside, as soon as I get out there, it fogs up because it's the difference in the temperature is so
Yeah.
humid outside.
Yep.
I didn't take pictures of tonight because it was a weird color, but it wasn't a color that I would take a picture of. It was just a weird color.
Yeah. Let me see. Boy child sent a picture. I should ask him if it's okay to show this, but I'm going to show it anyway because he's probably incommunicado. But they were out on a hike. I think this is actually when they were up in Cades Cove last week, up in outside of Gatlinburg. But
Oh, that's cool.
there he was. Yeah.
That's a good picture.
Yeah. So, both of my kids got into a little bit into photography. The boy child's got 2 or 3 cameras. He likes to go out and take pictures of friends and different stuff. And then the girl child loves to take pictures of the sky and sunsets. And
Me too.
she'll go driving. She'll leave out here on Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. So I'm like, where are you going? Oh, I'm going out driving and take some pictures of the sky. I was like, okay.
That's what I do.
So
I had the weirdest thing happen to me today. I got home and I opened my garage. Well, my garage doors open, and I went out to go get my trash cans, and a lizard jumped on my head.
Oh no!
Off the garage door and jumped off my head and then landed on the ground. And I was like,
Wow.
whoa. I thought a bird had pooped on me, and then I was like, oh no, it was a lizard. Yeah. It's never happened before.
Wow.
Hopefully it never happens again.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot more of those lizards around here. Lizards, and I saw Tina McNeil posted in chat earlier. We mentioned it last night, lightning bugs. We've had tons of lightning bugs here this year.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I love seeing them. It's so cool to see them, but a lot more than normal. But yeah, we've had a couple of different lizards around. We had one on the front porch for a long time, and then the cat caught it, and it's and had a couple here on the back as well.
Yeah, they're everywhere. They're always in my garage.
Yeah.
Wait, there's skinks here. I don't know what you guys have, but we have skinks.
I don't know. It's just a green lizard. It's about that long.
The ones that we have are like blue and red and weird colors.
No, ours are green, and they blow up their throat, and it's red.
Oh. Yeah, those are different than what we have.
I have skinks and lizards and frogs, says Wendy. Oh my. Is that where I'm supposed to say oh my? Skinks and lizards and frogs, oh my. We've got a lot of bear here, of course, too. One of our associate pastor at church was telling Mom the other day that he went out the other day, went outside his house to sit and just have some quiet time away from the kids and all. And he was sitting there, and he thought he heard a branch or something, and he thought it was a squirrel. And then he heard 2 more somethings, and he turned around, and there was a bear behind him. And said he wasn't really worried until he looked further around and saw 2 cubs.
Oh no.
So
I would have been running.
So he said he hollered a few times and they got scared and kind of ran off.
That's good.
There was one hit recently on Interstate 85 of all places. A county or two over last week. Big black bear was hit on the interstate. Don't know that I've ever heard of such, but
yeah, me either. So. That's got to be rough on the car too.
Exactly. So, I got a trailer I want to watch, Julie. You want to watch a trailer?
Sure.
You have Amazon Prime.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
This is a year or two ago, Chris Pratt had a series called The Terminal List. Great series. Well, they're coming out with a new series called The Terminal List Dark Wolf. And apparently this is a prequel to The Terminal List.
Okay.
What I'm seeing. So, and we'll talk about that coming up in a minute too, Stacey. But I've been dying to see this trailer since I found out today that it had been dropped. I haven't watched it yet.
Okay.
So we're going to watch this. The Terminal List Dark Wolf teaser.
Attention! When we step on that battlefield, we fight for each other.
You're moving on a restricted target.
Which is why it's so hard to give up that brotherhood.
You had to shoot him to end the fight. An example needs to be made.
Along with this insignia comes the trust that we put in you to wear it. You've broken that trust.
I'm not gonna apologize for what I did.
Thank you for your service.
Is it that obvious?
I need 2 shooters for a time-sensitive op. I'm offering you a chance to finish what you started. And to keep your brothers from danger.
If we do this,
eyes and ears in position.
I need to know that you can find the brakes. You have my word. You do not have to carry this weight alone.
RPG!
The only way out is right through it.
Yeah.
That looks pretty good.
That's good. So that's yeah. So that's the lead up. You get a little bit of Chris Pratt in there, but it looks like it's more the backstory of Taylor Kitsch's character, which was really cool. So if you haven't watched Terminal List and you're interested and you like such, I can't recommend Terminal. I've watched that series probably 3 times. It's really good.
Okay. That sounds like something Justin would like too, so.
Yeah. It is very good. It's a very good storyline. It's very logical. It's some good twists in it. And Chris Pratt sat down with a Navy SEAL who reviewed some of the footage from the series. It was kind of complimenting him on some of his techniques and everything. And Pratt was talking about how they had different people come in and train them when they were working on the series and different stuff. So it's pretty cool. So, yeah. Let's see. Disneyland fan says Lego has a Dunder Mifflin set on Walmart Walmart Plus for $95. Really? Is that the Office, like the full Office set for $95? Because if so, that's pretty well reduced, and I may have to order that. They're phasing out several Lego sets this year too that coming up, including the Disney World Castle, the current Cinderella Castle will be phased out this year. Full Office with characters. That's a good deal for $95. I think that one had been closer to $150. That's a good deal on that one. Yeah. So Prime Days are starting up tomorrow.
Yep.
So that's coming up. I was interested to see what might be on the early list. Right now, I think it's just a lot of the Amazon Prime devices right now that they're kind of doing some early deals on.
I'm looking for a towel warmer.
You what? I'm sorry.
I'm looking for a towel warmer because Justin broke ours.
I'll keep an eye out for one for you. Some of the TVs are on sale. They've got a couple of the TVs on sale up to like 44% off. Some of the Amazon Fire TVs and stuff. So that's cool. Some pretty good deals on those right now. So something I'll be keeping an eye on. This isn't a bad deal. Let's go here. The present. This is current, so this one's 50% off on the Beats Solo 4 wireless headphones.
Cool.
And looks like it's available in pink, black, and blue at the discount price. Black and gold is not discounted. There you go. 50% off down to $99. It's a pretty good deal on those.
They have 50 hours battery life. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I have a feeling what I'll be doing tomorrow before work is just kind of scrolling through and checking out Prime deals.
Yep.
That'll be fun. There's a rumor of a hey John, welcome in. Rumor of a Lightning McQueen Speed Champion set coming next year. I've seen a couple of those rumors. Also never made it to Springs, which is a good thing. I ran out of room in my lucky. There you go. Yeah. One of the cool things with Lego, no, continue. Well, they haven't. Okay. So Lego has Lego Insider Days starting tomorrow as well. I think everybody's trying to do their own version of something Prime.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love that one too, Wendy. The Star Wars logo. But so here you go. Insider Days. Enjoy member-only special offers from the 8th through the 17th, including the Lego African Savannah Diorama, your gift with purchases of $150 or more. Let's see what the there's your diorama. It is 287 pieces, and it's a little African diorama
That's pretty
set.
cool.
But if you go to Lego, you can go here to retiring soon, and they'll show you all of the ones that are going to be retired soon. Now, I have seen a more extensive list. This one shows just the ones in the next month or so, but I've seen a more extensive list that they don't publish on here. And the Disney Castle is one of those, and there's a couple of other ones that I was wanting to grab. Stacy says Target Circle Week is on now. Walmart has their week starting tomorrow too. Sweet. The African Savannah one does not come with a Jeff. It also doesn't come with a Doiker. Diana Murphy, welcome in. Good to see you, dear. Hey. Yeah, the Indiana Jones running from the boulder. That one's been out for a while. Mara, that one's pretty cool. There's so many freaking Legos. I picked up another one of the Formula One cars the other day.
Cool.
But I'm still missing two of those. The girl child tried to get me to buy the other two when we went yesterday, but I didn't. I'm still missing two of those. I still haven't gotten the Bumblebee yet. I want to get the Bumblebee Transformer one. Steve Browning, good evening. Welcome in. Because they've got Soundwave is coming out later this year from the Transformer line. And Soundwave was always one of my favorite Transformers. Soundwave was the one that would transform into a jukebox,
A beatbox thing.
But yeah, thank you.
Okay, cool.
Jambox, whatever yeah. Anyway, so I always wanted that one. He comes with the cassettes that he would eject out that would transform into like the wolf and the pterodactyl. So
that's cool.
The Disney Castle is, I think the Disney Castle is $3.99. I looked at that. I really looked at that when they were doing double points. But I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Yep, $399.99. It is 4,837 pieces. It's available now. Yeah, there you go. Boombox. Thank you, Stephanie. It was words were left.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant to say.
Words had left me.
I said beatbox. I knew what you meant though.
Yeah, I almost I really looked at that for a long time when they were doing double points. But I didn't do it. I couldn't bring myself to spend that much on it. So I walked away and got a couple of the small cars. And that's more about my range. So
yeah, there are a lot. Justin would be angry if I started this hobby.
Yeah. There's the new Star Wars one.
That's
Battle
cool.
of Felicia. No, Felucia.
Felicia.
There's several Star Wars sets. So here's the 327th Star Wars Clone Troopers Battle Pack. Roger, Roger. And then the V-19 Torrent Starfighter with Asajj Ventress and Obi-Wan Kenobi and a Commander Cody, looks like. This is the Republic Juggernaut rolling vehicle from from the Clone Wars series. You got more One Piece. The Force Burner Snow Speeder. I have no idea what that is. That's weird. Some more cars. This is what all's new. More Nintendo stuff. Mario Kart, Wario, and King Boo. There's another Mario Kart. Minecraft. There's your Hulk keychain. Just what we always wanted. We never even knew it. And yeah. A Batgirl keychain. Okay.
There you go.
Now this one I might actually have to get. I do love me some Batgirl. And it's classic Batgirl. I may have to get that. That's freaking awesome. Comes out August the 1st. All right, I'm gonna have to get the Batgirl keychain. And K2SO still has not dropped yet. Still coming out August the 1st. This one was posted on Lego's website before Star Wars Day, before May the 4th. They put this on the website, and it still doesn't come out till August the 1st. I'm like, why did you even put it out there?
Yeah.
They aren't even taking pre-orders for it yet. So. Just annoying me that it's there and you can't order it. So.
I ordered something for Justin on Amazon that still hasn't. It's still on pre-order from Star Wars Day.
Oh, really?
Don't think it's coming until September.
Well, this is new. Okay. We got to look at these, Joey. You may join the dark side with this one, Joey.
Cool.
I'll tell you. Because I think this is up your alley. We're gonna look at this one first. So not this one, but the next one is the one all for you. This is the ATST Walker for $199.99. It's available for pre-order. It ships August the 1st. 1,513 pieces. The classic ATST from Return of the Jedi. Battle of Endor. Looks to be kind of a taller piece. This one is 14.5 inches tall, 8.5 inches long, 8.5 inches wide, which is weird, but okay. I'll allow it. That's cool. Comes with a little plaque with the ATST captain at the bottom and all the information about the vehicle.
That's cool.
Looks like the head articulates and moves as well. And then the cannons. Oh, yeah, the cannons move also. So the cannons move and then the head rotates. That's cool. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
There's your cockpit. Nice one. And then there's this. It's Wicket, the Ewok, for $129.99. 1,010 pieces. He comes with his spear. He also comes with the little mini info plaque and a minifig Ewok Wicket. I will say this Wicket actually looks a little bit cuter than the Yodas did that they came out with.
Yeah. He's pretty cute.
This little fella's kind of cute. This one looks even better than the Chewbacca. I always thought the Chewbacca looked weird that they did.
Yeah.
But this is cute.
I like him.
There's the minifig.
I like the minifig too.
There's the big guy. Arms and fingers move. Wicket stands at over 9 inches tall. 9 inches tall. So he's the size of the R2D2 that I have back there. So that's cool. $129.99 is not bad for that size build as well, especially for a Star Wars one. I like that. There's the back of Ewok. Backside of Ewok. So yeah. There you go. There's your Lego update that I wasn't expecting to do. Lego updates on. Let's see if there's anything new in Marvel while we're here. Nothing other than play sets. Let's go to. I didn't see anything in Harry Potter. And of course, the newest ones in Disney are the Dalmatians, the Cruella de Vil that we've been looking at for a while.
I like the Dalmatian one.
I like the Dalmatian ones. I really like the large Dalmatian one. It is that one is really cute.
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
And it's posable too, so you can have him in a couple of different poses.
Uh-huh.
Head rotates. You can change his collar to different colors. And he's kind of a large one too. They have him put together on display at my local Target, and he's cute. It's a good size Lego. Jeanette Sebastian Crab, welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Snickerdoodle still needs to get Toothless. The Toothless one, I'll tell you, I heard them talking about it at the Lego store when we were there yesterday, and the Toothless one had been selling out a good bit. So, yeah. I had to talk to my dude about the pick-a-brick wall because I'm trying to stock up on certain bricks. I will show y'all what all I got in one box. Let me switch cameras real quick. Hey, look, I chose correctly. So, in one box, in this box, that box, I got 5 of these. They're the 4-piece browns. I got a whole stack of these. So I put these together so that they fit in the box better and you can pack in more. I got 6 layers of gray ones. And then I got bunch of these archways. A bunch of those. I got a bunch of these that are like forest leaves.
Cool.
A whole bowl full of those. And then a good bowl full of green little slanted pieces to go on to look sort of like grass and stuff as well.
Cool.
So got all of that in this one box. It was packed tight, bulging a little bit, but they don't care. They still slap a sticker on it and sell it to you for the same price as a half empty box. So, yeah.
That's cool.
Let's see. What do you build with Pick-a-Brick, Chris? So, Wendy, here's my planning. And why I want to start going to the Lego store more frequently to hit up the Pick-a-Brick wall, because I've kind of formulated the exact build that I want to do. And it's going to be a custom build. It's going to incorporate some lights into it as well. But basically, what I'm going to build is going to be in the background back here. And I'm going to build a waterfall that comes across this bookcase and then down the side of this TV and on both sides there. So it's going to be a huge waterfall. It's going to have some backlit lights that kind of flash that look like flowing water. So yeah, it's going to be a custom build. So I'm trying to find a bunch of different color blues, whites, some grays for some rock work, different stuff like that. So it is blueprints in 3D. Yes. Pretty much. Have a good evening, David T. Good to see you. So Goofy Magic, welcome in. Good to see you. So yeah, I've started kind of planning out the build and how I want to do the rock work and the water flow and the splash effect and different stuff like that. So how I'm going to try to tunnel in the lighting element through it as well, different stuff like that. So and we'll start trying to build it on stream once I get all the pieces, but I still need to get several pieces, a couple more colors and a couple of more size bricks. So I'm trying to hit the Pick-a-Brick wall to try to fill in the gaps. Do you have any stores near you that sell Lego bricks that aren't affiliated with Lego? We have one an hour from us, and Ray gets a lot of his minifig parts from there. Not that I'm aware of, Stacy. No. I wish I did, but no. No. If I could go in and buy like buckets of parts, are you kidding me? Hell yeah. But no, I don't, unfortunately. So this one at Lego, this box that I got Sunday, one of these boxes is $18. $18 for that, which is cheaper than buying the parts individually through Lego's website, because you can buy individual pieces through Lego's website. And when I say individual pieces, like one brick through Lego's website, you're looking at a minimum of 3 cents per brick through Lego's website to buy parts. So it's a lot cheaper if you can find what you need on the Pick-a-Brick wall or through a third party like Stacy's mentioning, but I don't have anything like that.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say it was more than $18. That seems reasonable to me for Lego.
Yeah, $18 isn't bad for, especially when I can pack it out the way I pack it out.
Right.
Especially when you consider the price of a normal Lego set. It's not bad. At $18, it's just one, it takes time, and then two, trying to make sure that it's parts that you need. So when I went Sunday, I'll be honest, I wasn't all that excited about these brown ones, but I went ahead and grabbed some of them because I think I could work those in a couple of places, and if not, nothing else, kind of use them as filler in other places. What I was really wanting to go for and get, they had sold out of, and they didn't have any more of. So I basically use these to kind of fill up my box because, like I said, I think I can incorporate those another way. But I won't lie, my local Lego store is about an hour away from me. So when I go, I want to make it worth the trip.
Yeah.
I hate to drive all the way over there and then be like, oh, well, I guess I won't get anything and just go home and waste
2 hours of
2
driving.
plus hours and gas money and everything else too. I want to.
Yeah. I don't even know where a Lego store is around here.
But anyway. And there's a couple of sets I've cannibalized for parts out of too. I bought a couple of dot sets and different stuff like that just for the parts out of those. So, yeah.
I pulled a whole bunch of stuff out of Peyton's room like a couple months ago. I should have sent it to you. I gave it to Goodwill, but I should have sent it to you.
Yeah. If anybody knows anybody that is selling them from like that, like they're cleaning house and they're getting rid of sets, let me know because I'd be interested.
Well, if I find anything else, I'll send it to you.
I found some of my original sets from when I was a kid a while back. And those are all mostly, very bright colored, a lot of reds and very bright blues and yellows and all those sort of colors. But I think I can use some of them as well. So, like again, and kind of the background and structure building, that sort of thing. So, yeah, just trying to get enough so I can get started now that I have a solid build goal. So, something large scale I want to do.
The closest Lego store to me is like 2 hours away.
Is it really?
In Northern Virginia, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I've got this one that's about an hour away, and then there's one in Charlotte, but that one's about 2 hours away. And I'll hit it up when we go to like IKEA and stuff because it's bigger than my local one is. It's in our local mall, and it's one of the smaller Lego stores. It's nothing like Disney Springs or the one at Charlotte, kind of bigger,
right?
More space. But yeah, I try to hit them when I can. Jeff Condon, welcome in. Good to see you, sir. Howdy, howdy. Stacy says, I sent you the link to the store I was telling you about. They do ship. You may find stuff there. Nice. I'll check it out, Stacy. Thank you. Thank you. And I've looked, I'll be honest, I've looked on like Facebook Marketplace and places like that people that are selling them, but it always makes me kind of nervous because I've seen where people have bought some through there and then they get home and they're like dog chewed up pieces and different stuff like that, and they're all nasty and all that sort of stuff. I don't want to have to wash parts after I get them, to be honest. And that
Yeah.
kind of grosses me out a little bit. So
Yeah. Yep.
Anyway. Yeah. I have several sets that I need to start building though. So I need to get into that. Aside from the one, it's just I'm kind of focused on this custom build right now. You get focused on one thing, Joy. At least I do.
Yeah.
And it's hard for me to think on another one. Like when I
Yeah.
was sitting here the other day and I wasn't streaming, I was like, I can build a Lego set, and I started sitting here thinking about the custom build instead.
Yep.
So, yeah. Anyway. Yeah. That's what I got. Thank you, Stacy. I see it there. I hate. All right, here's a mini rant for y'all. It annoys me when Facebook gives me a notification and it says like 15 minutes ago. And then I tap on the notification from that person and I pull up the post and it says was posted like 3 days ago. Drives me nuts. I get posts all the time from my local weather guy and it's like 28 minutes ago. Oh no. What's going on? And I tap on it 3 days ago. What are you doing?
TikTok does that stuff too.
Yeah.
You would always tell me my daughter is posting stuff, and I'm like, she's in school. There's no way she's posting something on TikTok.
Let me need to grab this real quick before I say that. Belated notifications. That's a good term for them. Are belated notifications. Are we making a run in prints tonight? No pressure. Yeah, we might. I do have an update on what I've been doing in that game. But yeah, the girl child messaged me before the stream. And she's like, do you have a Disney trip planned anytime soon? Or when's your next Disney trip you have planned? That's not a normal thing for the girl child to ask me unless she's wanting something. And I said, I don't have one currently planned. Why are you asking? She's like, well, I was just wondering. There's a Formula One store there now, and somebody that I know is in the. I was like, yep. See, I knew it. So that's exactly what it was, Wendy. She was wanting another ride along. She was looking for another ride along, and hoping that the answer was soon. So yeah. Does anyone else have macular degeneration or need shots? Asking for a friend. No, Mara, don't. No. but other people in chat can answer if they do. It was something else I was gonna. Can't remember what the other thing I was going to talk about. We looked at Superman. That opens up Thursday. Do you have any interest in seeing Superman, Joy?
I don't, but Peyton does, so I'll probably go watch it because she wants to watch it. But I'm protesting because they got rid of my favorite Superman. So,
are you a Henry Cavill fan also?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's the correct answer. Stacey Rogers Hush. But yes, that's the correct answer. I'm interested in this one, but there's a new article that, let me pull this up because I did want to talk about this. Where is it? Oh, look, just in time.
Hello.
Hey, buddy.
How are you?
Pretty good. How about you?
Doing okay.
Good. How was your Monday?
It was good.
Good.
How about you guys?
Not too bad. I was wanting to pull up. There's an article. Here it is. I know you're very excited to see Superman, Jeff.
I am.
Well, there's a new article out in the Hollywood Reporter. That says, let me go here. That's not the one I was wanting. Oh, there's a couple of articles actually. But here we go. Variety, actually. Variety is where I saw it. James Gunn says Superman is about, quote, an immigrant that came from other places and how we've lost the value of basic human kindness. Yes, it's about politics. So if your Superman movie is going to be about politics.
I hope it's not.
So there you go.
Oh.
So a fun and hopeful Superman movie is going to be bogged down with politics. Yay.
That's very disappointing.
Yay. I wish we could just have good, fun movies. Like,
have a movie. Can we just have a movie?
Superman is so hopeful and so inspiring and everything. And why do we have to? Why do we need more of that? Why? Anyway. I'm going to go see it. Maybe not this weekend, but I am going to go see it. So Gunn said, Gunn acknowledged the movie's themes may be interpreted different ways across political groups, especially considering the current nationwide unrest around immigration. However, Gunn stands in the ideals embedded in Superman and added that he doesn't care if anyone takes offense. Yes, it plays differently, but it's about human kindness, and obviously there will be jerks out there who are just not kind and will take it as offensive just because it's It's just because it is about kindness, but screw them, he said. He continued, quote, yes, it's about politics, but on another level, it's about morality. You never kill no matter what, which is what Superman believes. Or do you have some balance, as Lois believes? Is it really about their relationship and the way different opinions on basic moral beliefs can tear two people apart? So it's going to tear Superman and Lois apart. I don't know. But there you go. It's about kindness, but screw them. Exactly, Jeanette. Because those things go together. Those things go together. Yeah. I want this movie to be really good. I do. I do too. This uniform I'm still not a fan of this uniform. I know why they changed it, but I don't like the I don't like the look of that. The boots are good. I hate these lines. Go ahead.
Kamala on the left from the Avengers?
Yes.
Movie?
Yes.
Is it really?
Yep. Yep. So he's playing is it General Flag or something in this series? But yes, that's him. This is Ultraman.
I've never heard of Ultraman.
Most people haven't. Most people haven't. This is this Superman S. I'm not a fan of that S. They had to change it. Sorry. They had to change it because of the public domain and copyright reasons. It's why they changed the look of it, but it looks like a Temu Superman logo. It just doesn't look right.
It does.
Just doesn't look right. I love the belt and the loops around the belt and all that, and the exposed underwear, all the classic nods. I think the red's a little more muted than it normally is in the comic book, but it's okay. I just hate these lines. I hate the collar, these padded lines, and that ass. That just annoys me. But that's me personally. Now I'm going to hear Temu every time. Sorry, no, you're welcome. I remember the Underoos. Yep, Davy Crockett. Welcome in. Good to see you. No worries for being late. Good to see you. Yeah. So we'll see. It'll be I want it to be good. I want it to be fun. I'm a little worried. Of course, I'm also worried about Fantastic Four. We'll see.
I want Fantastic Four to be good because we haven't had a good Fantastic Four movie ever. Period.
The first one was very campy.
It was watchable. It was watchable.
It was watchable. The
Wasn't
second
great.
one, the second one was was a little was okay. I liked the Silver Surfer that they used there. I thought that was a cool aspect, the way they did that. And Doom trying to steal his cosmic power and that sort of thing. I thought that was cool. The Fant Four Stick was a terrible movie. That thing was awful. That reboot that they did.
Yeah.
That it was just completely. That's one of the worst movies I've ever watched, and it's not because I'm a Fantastic Four fan. It's just a bad movie.
It is.
I
heard the guy that played Dr. Doom in the first movie passed away today.
Really?
Yesterday. Yeah, they get his name.
That wasn't Ian Grufeld.
Yeah.
Is it?
No, I think that might be the guy that played Mr. Fantastic.
That's the guy that played Reed.
Yeah. The guy that played Dr. Doom, I think he passed away today or yesterday.
Julian McMahon.
Yeah, that sounds right.
He did. He passed away July the 2nd.
He was young.
He was 56 years old.
Yeah, that's a shame.
USA Today reported that it was from a battle with cancer. Wow. I thought he was a decent Doom. I mean, back then he was a decent Doom.
You know why? Because he came off as a real a-hole in the movie.
Exactly. Yeah.
He could be that guy.
Yeah.
He did that role well.
He came off as a smart, cunning, conniving jerk, and it worked well. Yeah. I was never a big fan of the rubber suit thing, to be honest, that they did. I understand why they did it back then, but I always thought it looked a little goofy. I did like Michael Chiklis that did the thing. I liked the way he did his voice and all for it.
The voice, the gravelly voice
was really good.
Yeah. Yes, I agree with you there. Yeah.
The look, not so much, but the voice was really good. That's one thing that I'm not that thrilled about in the new one is the voice. It's not gravelly enough for me. Yeah, that's a me thing, I think, maybe too. But I yeah. So apparently he was in Charmed and Nip Tuck, which I never saw Nip Tuck, but that was another popular one she was in.
I haven't seen either of those.
Yeah. He was in Premonition with Sandra Bullock in 2007. Red with Bruce Willis. That's a good movie. Well, I missed that news of his passing. Yeah, I want a good Fantastic Four movie. They did release another a snippet from the Fantastic Four movie, but it's basically the same thing that we've already seen in all the trailers. It's the scene where Reed and Sue come into the kitchen and Johnny tells them that they're late, and then Ben figures out that they're pregnant. That's the basic scene that they released. It's the same thing. It's just in its fullness, and there's not much other than what we haven't already seen in previous clips. So, yeah, I like the, and I think we've talked about this before. I really like the time that they've set the movie up for. I like the look of the tech and everything from then. The Fantastic Four car. I like the look of all of it. The time, the era, and all that it's set in, based out of. I think it's designed all well. Just hate that we got a female Silver Surfer for the first time. That was never in the comic books, but for one time in one comic book for 3 pages. It just annoys me.
Hoping they show it on the cruise.
There you go. That's why Jeff takes cruises. Y'all don't know that, but the real reason Jeff takes cruises is so that he can see movies for free.
Yeah, I don't like to pay for movies. That's why I would go on the cruise.
And so he can go to dance parties.
That's it.
Yep. And the food tastes better on a cruise ship too.
Except the
unless it's potted chicken liver parfait.
Exactly.
And then it's never going to taste good. I don't care what.
Even if it's fresh.
What boat or restaurant you're in, that's not going to go well for anybody. Yeah. I've been checking out some different cruise news, Jeff, and apparently Carnival has been having some issues with rambunctious guests a lot lately.
I saw that Carnival has changed some of their rules.
Yeah. So yeah. That Carnival is who I had cruised with before, to be honest. Every cruise I'd been on before going on the Disney one had been with Carnival. Stacy says Carnival having issues. Who would have thought that? Well, if you watch Poop Cruise,
I think a lot of that has to deal with the price point that they offer.
I think so too. I heard somebody once say Carnival is like the Walmart of cruise lines.
I think it's a dollar store.
Yeah. So, I'll be honest. I've been looking at different cruises again because I want to go on another one next year at some point. And I looked at Carnival because I get an email from them just about every day. And I think they knew I was on a Disney cruise because I was getting twice as many emails from them during and after the cruise. But I've been looking at other cruise lines than Carnival. So y'all need to do an Alaskan on Disney. I would love to do an Alaskan cruise, Wendy.
We plan on doing it at some point.
Yeah. I would love to do an Alaskan cruise. The ex-wife did one. I think she actually did hers through Carnival. But some of the pictures she got were Yeah, I would love to do an Alaskan cruise.
And my phone must pick up on me saying poop cruise a lot because my TikTok is just full of, like, carnival security arresting people and
Yeah.
people acting bad on carnival. I think it's more
apparently
common than we think.
apparently people are bringing like Bluetooth boombox speakers with them out on deck and everything, and they're having to ban us. Why would you bring that? I mean, with all the music that they're pumping around deck and everything, I would never even think about bringing a Bluetooth speaker with me on a cruise ship. Anyway.
There's music everywhere you go. Why? I don't know.
There's music everywhere, and it's not like it's bad music. It's all good music. Just Snickerdoodle said my travel agent just did a royal. Wendy said my parents went on a few Alaskan cruises. They loved it so much, not Disney. Stacy said my aunt and my mom always go on Royal Caribbean. That's who we've got a lot of friends. Yachty goes on a lot of Royal Caribbean.
Steve goes on Royal.
Steve does Royal. Yeah. I looked at theirs. They have some nice rooms. They have some nice ships.
Now I know Joy went to Greece and everything. We've actually been looking at a couple Mediterranean cruises that go to like Italy and Greece and stuff. They have them like once a year when there's a repositioning. I think you have to fly into Madrid or something. But they were going to these places in Greece, and they were really like, what you remember when Joy went there, her video, how crowded it was. It was very crowded over there. Tourist places.
Yeah, well, some of them weren't so bad. Santorini was very bad, though.
Yeah, they said Santorini is the worst because is it Mykonos?
Mykonos.
There, Joy?
Yeah, that was one of my
Mykonos.
favorite ones. That one, I like Rhodes, and I liked Mykonos. Those were my two favorites.
Yeah, they liked that one, Mykonos. Then they went to the Acropolis. Did you go to the Acropolis too?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. There's a lot of people there too, but.
Yeah, Joy, you flew over and then got on the cruise there. You didn't take the cruise over, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that when they're going on a way bigger boat than I was on, but the boat that I was on was tiny and I didn't like it at all. Yeah. It's kind of like one of those, like, it's kind of like I guess it's like the Carnival Cruise of Greece.
Yeah.
It's like one of those cheap ones that everybody that I guess the Greeks go on, like just for for a break. But yeah, it wasn't very much fun.
Did you go to Italy too, Joy, or Greece?
No, I wish we had gone to Italy instead of getting on the boat. But yeah,
so it was just Greece. It was just Greece.
Yeah, yep. It was like 10 days of Greece.
What cities did you do in Greece?
Well, so we went to we started out in Thessaloniki.
Nice,
and then we ended up in Athens at the end. And we went to like all the different places that Paul went to. So like all the older cities, Delphi, and I can't remember what all the names were, and we also went to Turkey. We went to Ephesus, I think. And we went to Turkey twice, once on land and once on the boat. And that was the airport we flew out of too.
I looked at a couple of cruises that sailed from here and went over there. And you're looking at like a 14-day cruise, but I was like, man, that could be a lot of fun too.
They're cheap though, Chris, because of repositioning cruises, because they have to take the ship over there anyway, right?
Uh-huh.
So they might as well. They just want to fill it up when they're taking it over.
Yeah.
Usually, it's not that bad.
It wasn't. I was surprised, to be honest, at the pricing of it. I really was. I was like, that's not bad. If you did that as your one big vacation for the year, that's not bad price for the year. That it was very enticing because it sailed out of. I actually think it still sailed out of Port Canaveral, and it went over to. I want to say like Spain and Greece and Italy. There were a few different stops, and then it returned back. It was, or maybe you flew back. I can't remember, but anyway, it was very. I sat here and looked at it for a while the night I pulled it up, and I was like, that might not be too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Christina G, welcome in. Good to see you. Before the big,
would you have to fly back, Jeff?
What's that?
If you did the repositioning, would you have to fly back?
So you could either be on the boat and go over there, or you could fly over to Spain and then get it on at Spain, and then you fly back from Italy.
Okay.
So,
yeah. Happily Ever Divine says pricing isn't bad for a cruise to go Florida to Spain or Greece. Long trip, you fly back. Yeah.
Yeah, you fly back.
Jan says, my husband and I did a Disney Mediterranean cruise out of Barcelona. Went to Sardinia, Sicily, Naples, Florence, Rome, and French Riviera. Loved it, but was very hot. That sounds amazing.
It does sound amazing.
Yeah, before the big shutdown back in 2020, I think it was more like 2019 and all that. I was looking, and I looked at a couple of long cruises like that. There was one that I looked at that went down to like I want to say it went down, and this is just off rough memory. I think it went down to like Belize. It went through the Panama Canal, went maybe believe anyway, and then it came back up and went to New York City. It was like a 12-day cruise. I was like, that would be really cool. And it was back then, it wasn't priced bad at all. It was, I want to say, $3,000 a person or something. And I was like, that's not bad for a 12-day cruise and all the different places you were going to. But
that'd be cool going through the Panama Canal, though. All the locks.
It would be.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would think.
Wendy says, I love being on a ship several days. It wouldn't faze me. I've done an 8-day cruise and I loved it back in the day.
It takes me like 3 days to get used to the ship.
Really?
Then we have to get off.
Did you get seasick, Joy?
Yeah. Well, the smaller the boat, the worse it is. I need a big boat, a big giant boat. These boats were not big enough. They only had like 1,200 people and like 600. Like
no, yeah, you need a big
like
boat.
It was two little people and like a 4,000 people ship or something like that.
No, you need like a 10,000 people ship, Joy.
Yeah. The bigger the ship, the better.
Yeah, the bigger the ship, the less you feel it moving.
Yeah. And that was when they had those 50-mile-an-hour winds that we had to walk through with our suitcases, and then we got on the boat with the same 50-mile-an-hour winds, and it's not pleasant.
Diana, that's cool. Diana's been through the Suez and Panama Canal.
Cool.
That's cool, Diana.
I feel like I really haven't lived when I hear some of the stories people have.
Yeah.
Panama Canal.
Weenie said Panama Canal would be killer. We did locks on a Viking river once. It was way cool. I keep seeing those Viking River cruises commercials all the time.
Those are cool because you have to be 18 and over to get on the boat, so no kids.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Just be careful if somebody doesn't stab you in the back with a knife. Or throw it. Anyway, yeah, that'd be cool going down the Rhine River.
Yeah,
I would think.
My parents also did Panama Canal cruise, and they did Viking to Germany. That's cool.
And I wonder if those river cruises are like less like bumpy because they're not in the ocean.
I think they are less bumpy because I don't think you don't have the big swells and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
I love those commercials that British woman or whoever she is, and they come on. It used to they come on when mom and dad or mom was watching Wheel of Fortune, that sort of thing. Viking River cruises, and it just sounds. It has that feel of like Grey Poupon and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
This lady at my church went on a Silver Seas cruise. It's like one of those fancy liner things but it's like all inclusive. Like everything is included, like the tips and your excursions and everything is included in the price. She said it was fun, but they look kind of pricey.
I've heard a little bit about those.
Where did they sail out of?
They went to Alaska. I think
Oh,
they sailed out of
like
Seattle
Vancouver?
or something like that.
Vancouver.
What?
Interesting.
We were talking about this the other night, Jeff, about wanting to travel different places and do different things and whether or not renewing annual pass to Walt Disney World, different stuff like that. I keep leaning towards doing another cruise or traveling internationally. I've never traveled internationally. Aside from doing a cruise and going to like Puerto Rico or the Dominican Republic or something like that, I've never actually flown and traveled internationally. I would love to do that.
It's funny you're talking about this because I saw that Steve ended early and I was on my way to come in here and jump on with you. And I passed by the living room and Angela's watching YouTube and she's watching this video of these people that lived on a boat for 8 years. And she's
really,
and they're right now they were like reviewing this boat, and this boat was for sale. It had new motors and everything. They were going through this boat. I'm like, why are you watching this? She's like, I don't know, maybe we'll get a boat. It wasn't a boat. This is like a yacht. I'm like, well, how much was it? She told me how much it was. I'm like, really? So then I started watching it, and I'm getting into this. It's got like 2 bedrooms on it. It's got a kitchen. It's got a living room and everything on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, wow, that's a great price for a boat. I don't know how to drive a boat. I don't know anything about boats. And then she starts watching these RV videos. People live in RVs, and they have these real small RVs now that will park in a parking spot.
Mm-hmm.
And so we just went down this rabbit hole about RVs and boats and stuff.
Happily Ever Divine. I have been to St. Thomas. I love St. Thomas. I love St. Thomas and St. Martin. Those are 2 of my favorite stops, and love those 2 islands. But it's funny you mentioned that now, Jeff, because I will tell you the other thing that I've really been interested in doing is a road trip, and I would love to do it in like a small RV or something. but I'd love to do a road trip and go to like Montana, Wyoming, and then come back down to like the Grand Canyon and places I've never been before. Just drive across the country and see all these places I've never been.
I agree.
That's one thing I think a lot of Europeans and people from other countries don't understand is they have to travel from their country to experience different climates and different geographical type areas. We have it all in the U.S. The U.S. is so huge and it stretches so much. We have pretty much every climate here. So we could, I mean, there's so much here that I have yet to explore. I would love to do that. I'd love to go up and see Mount Rushmore and the Badlands and just, I mean, there's just so much. But yeah, I'd like to do it with like you were talking about, one of those smaller RVs where I could park it somewhere. But at the same time, if I was close to a hotel, I'd probably still prefer to do a hotel than doing all the, because I've done all the hookups and everything on the RV, and it can get old. But if I needed to, I could stay in the RV overnight if I was out in Montana or somewhere or something. It's good. But yeah, I would. That sounds so much fun to me. That just sounds like a blast. Take 2 weeks off of work and just freaking drive and just go.
Or just take the rest of your life off and just drive. Just drive.
I know some people that did that, and it just sounds like the best thing ever. It just sounds so, yeah.
Like Murph and Tammy, they have that. I don't know if you've ever seen their RV. Shannon and Steven, their RVs. Murph and Tammy's RV is like, it's like a resort on wheels. It's gorgeous. I mean, if I had that thing, I don't know how to drive it. I don't know how Murph drives it, but I would be something a little smaller.
I saw somebody, Debbie, I would love to explore this country by train. I've ridden a train once. We did it when I was in elementary school. We went to Washington, D.C. via train. I loved riding the train. And I think it'd be cool to do something like that again. But yeah, I would love just the freedom of just going out and driving and checking it out and going wherever I wanted to go and just having a rough target and shooting for that. And it just, wow, I would, that. Yeah. The furthest I have been west is San Antonio, Dallas and San Antonio, whichever one's furthest west. That's as far as I've been. I haven't really been north of there. We pretty much shot straight out through there, straight out to there and back. And there's just so much more I'd like to get out and see. I drove to Ohio once for a friend's wedding many, many years ago, but I had worked for 36 hours straight and not had any sleep and drove straight there. And I couldn't tell you a single damn thing that I saw because I was just trying to get there. Yeah. And I got there and I crashed, and then we went to the wedding, and then I drove back. So I couldn't tell you anything about that trip at all. But the furthest north I've been is Baltimore. I would love to go up and see New England. And when I say New England, I kind of want to get off the path. Boston would be cool. New York City, me and Joey were talking about this the other night. New York City would be cool. I don't really need to get out. That's a lot of people for me. I'd like to get out and see some of the other stuff too.
there's stuff in Pennsylvania that I never saw, Chris. I never stopped in Philadelphia, saw the Liberty Bell.
Yeah,
any of
stuff
that,
like that would
any
be
of that
amazing.
stuff.
Yeah.
We as many times as I've driven through Philadelphia, we've never stopped and just enjoyed the city and just.
So I've seen the Liberty Bell, but you haven't.
Yes, Joy. Yes, I saw the Liberty Bell at Magic Kingdom. But
I would love to go to like Carlos. That even that area Carlos was in. I think it would be really cool to drive through some of those areas and see different stuff.
Amish
Hershey.
country.
I'd love to go to Hershey.
Hershey's, yeah, Hershey's great. I love Hershey.
Yeah.
There's just so much stuff even in Pennsylvania I've never seen.
I'd like to go up to Maine. For some reason, I would love to go up to Maine and see some of the coastline around Maine. I don't know why, but I do. Yeah, I'd just love to travel, just to see stuff. Get out and go. Do it. Acadia National Park is beautiful. I bet, Nick. Welcome in, Nick. Good to see you.
LL Bean's up there in Maine. LL Bean headquarters.
Jeanette says, I'll be your tour guide. Hershey, Amish country, Philly, got you covered. Nice.
It's good to be connected, isn't it? Isn't it good to be connected?
Yeah. See, that's what I was thinking. I was like, well, I got that hook up there, and then I go on up to New England. I can meet up with like Carlos and Meg and Tina and everybody up through there, and yeah, get over to the California side and meet up with Disneyland fan and Carly and Kiko, and yeah, connect the dots along the way. I would love to see Yellowstone. Yellowstone would be.
I agree. I would love to see Yellowstone. Yeah.
I want to go to Lake Tahoe.
That would be cool. The Great Salt Lakes, Lake Tahoe. I'd love to see. Yeah. I wouldn't mind driving through Las Vegas just to say I've been there, but I don't know that I need to stay in Vegas. I really don't.
You should go one time. It's fun.
Yeah. I could probably name on my hand the things I'd want to do in California, and it's probably like Disneyland, and then up to like Sonoma, the wine country, up through there, that sort of thing. Northern California, that part of area. I don't know. No, Vegas is amazing. I don't gamble, but it's phenomenal too. The shows, I bet, are amazing. Want to go see New Kids on the Block. Napa Valley, yes. Napa Valley. Well, I've never been to Las Vegas. There's so much more than gambling. Yeah. There's a Formula One race. I could try and time that.
I don't know if people know this or not, but Pennsylvania, like northeast Pennsylvania or northwest Pennsylvania and New York, they have great wineries up there too. I'm not sure if anybody knows that or not.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
In Erie, where I grew up, there's all kind of wineries and stuff. They produce a lot of wine up in Erie and in southwestern New York too, because it's right on the lake. It's very, very conducive to growing grapes.
That's awesome. Nick D'Ambrosio says, yes, New York has great wine. Penn also has great caverns to explore. Now that is cool. I do like to, I've done that a couple of times. That's cool.
We have some cool caverns in Virginia too.
Yeah.
Luray Caverns.
Yeah, I'd love to just go. Just go.
So Virginia is real nice too. We loved seeing where Pocahontas and John Smith, the Powhatan Indians.
Yeah. Listen, we drove back in 2018. We went up to see my aunt who lived on the eastern shore of Virginia, across the Chesapeake Bay, out on the eastern shore. They used to live up there, and we went out to visit them. We left from there, circled around, and came down to DC for a day or two. Took the kids and showed them a few things, and then we took off across Virginia, and we hit Monticello, which is amazing. The Natural Bridge in Virginia
that's cool.
is really cool.
Yep.
And they do a light show at night, apparently, on it. We didn't stay to see the light show, but they do a light show on it at night that a lot of people were talking about. And then just driving across through the Shenandoah area and all that sort of stuff was amazing. Ended up in Bedford, Virginia, which is where my grandfather lived and my dad when he was a kid.
That's cool.
Stopped there for a little bit, and then on out to like Bristol, comes up to Tennessee. Virginia is a great state to drive through, and some great views.
I had to drive through Bedford on the way back to college every time I came home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good state. It's an amazing state. Yeah. And I hear Virginia's for lovers. That's what they tell me. That's what all the license plates say.
Yeah.
We love driving around the mountains and lakes around Bristol, and the Creeper Trail is,
We have all these love signs everywhere that you can take pictures with.
We did that whole drive, and then we went straight from Bristol right down to Gatlinburg Pigeon Forge, and it's not that long of a drive from those two, and that's we often talk about that trip. Everybody loved that vacation because it was just, we basically started out from here. We went to the Outer Banks of North Carolina, stopped at Kitty Hawk, went up to Richmond, out to Eastern Shore, and then back down and around and through, and it was yeah, everybody, we had a great time that trip because we didn't have any kind of set plans. We just went. I do want to get back to, it's been a while since I've been to Gatlinburg Pigeon Forge. I want to get back there. That's not far from us. It's only about an hour and a half, 2 hours now with the road work and all that they're still doing from the hurricane. I'd love to get back up there. The mom went about a month ago. Had a great time, and I think the boy child was up there last week. I'd love to get back up there and check that all out again.
That's fun when we went last year or 2 years ago.
Yeah. Wild horses in the Outer Banks, all cool stuff. Yes. Those. Yep. My brother was up that way this past week.
They don't have wild horses over in the Eastern Shore too, right?
Yep. Out on Chincoteague. It's
that's right.
national reserve. And they have all the wild horses. My brother actually rented a house up there this past week. And he was over tonight, and he said that next week is when they do the big kind of pony roundup. They round up all the ponies. But he said every morning that they were out, you could see them every day. Just wild horses out all around. So, Tangier Island. Tangier Island. I love Tangier Island. I've never known anybody to mention Tangier Island. Mark, every time we go up there, I made us go to Tangier Island. It's in the middle of the Chesapeake Bay. It's this tiny little island. And they're one of the biggest areas for crab fishing. They bring in a bunch of crab there. And Jeff, they have restaurants on that island. It's some of the best. God, it's such good food. Every time we go there, oh man. But you have to take a boat ride out to the island and then of course one back. But it's just this tiny little island. They'll take you around on a little tour. They have a school. It's basically like a one-room schoolhouse. They school the kids on the island. There's a tiny little church. There's about maybe 4 short little roads. There's people that do have cars somehow out there. But it's about the size of a postage stamp. It's yeah. I love Tangier Island.
We've never been there. I've heard of it, but we've never been there.
It's cool. Last time we went, the water was really rough. And on our way back, I kept thinking this boat is going to capsize. And my adopted aunt was with us. She was nervous as hell. She was white knuckled the entire time. And she kept turning around and asking the captain, "Are you okay? Are we okay? Are you okay?" And he would just die laughing. He's like, "I'm fine." He was there with one hand on the wheel. He's like, "I'm fine. Are you okay?" She's like, "Well, if you're okay, I'm okay." He's like, "Well, I'm okay." And we had that same conversation like 30 times. And he just die laughing. Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah.
Funny.
It's the things you find in this country. It's such a great place. So, yep. Well, I think we're going to call it a night. We still didn't get any Lego or blueprints done. But I do have blueprints update for you that I'll tell you real quick. We're going to get back into the game one night. I've been playing another save, not the one we play on stream, but another save. And last night, I put electricity from the boiler room to the laundry room. And one of the side washing machines popped up to do stuff that we've never seen before, Jeff. I could actually permanently swap my stars with my allowance.
Wow.
Or you could swap your steps with your gems, and there was something else that was pretty interesting.
Wow.
So and the room upgrades are totally different in this save than in our save. So the spare terrace that we have from the spare room on my save, it's still just a spare room, but it's a green room. It doesn't have any special effect. It's just a green room.
That's crazy.
And it has like potted plants in it, but that's it. William T. Hello. Good to see you.
So you're getting different upgrades?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That just blows my mind. That blows my mind. How many different times you could play this? And
and I figured out the Chamber of Mirrors.
You did?
And that room is so freaking powerful, we never even scratched the surface.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Why are you teasing me like this?
Yeah.
Oh.
We're going to have to play it one night and try to get the Chamber of Mirrors.
Okay.
That room changes a lot of stuff.
I hope you're writing all this down.
I am.
Okay.
Right here.
Right. Right. That's funny.
Jennifer Crusoe. Hello. Good to see you. Lori P. Good evening. But we're going to get into Blueprints again one night. I promise. We'll get into it. So I want us. It's been a while since we've done that, so we will do so. But yeah, going to call it a night here. Hope you all have a great Tuesday. Go check out Jim More Sunshine Please tomorrow at 7:00. And then yes, Stacy, we will be back to book club tomorrow night at 9:30 here. We should be close to finishing up the book. So we'll read some book tomorrow night, and then we will chill again with friends tomorrow after book club. So, hope you all have a great night. Thank you so much for hanging out and having fun. Hope you had fun anyway. And we'll see you back tomorrow. Take care, buddy. Toodles, baloobles. Say goodnight, Joey.